Bonjour, Neyaashi Anishinaabek. We are at Victoria Inn with
Chief Joe Ladouceur, Sandpoint First Nation.
Yes, bonjour.
Bonjour.
So I see you're having the gathering to bring awareness to both violence against Indigenous women?
Yes, that's part of the gathering is to have those conversations, open up the door, and bring other First Nations in and all kinds of people. They're more than welcome to come in and have that conversation, and it's a learning for everybody. What's nice about it is that it's not just about our First Nation, it's about all First Nations, Indigenous people, and the awareness out there for what's happened in the past, and just have those good conversations. And when you open the door to conversations, you always hear the bad stuff, but also the good stuff where you can and come to some kind of common ground, and to talk and enjoy each other's company, and then you learn too. And it's important for us as First Nations people is to learn, and every day is a learning tool for us, because there's always someone has a different conversation, or they want to talk about this and that, so it opens up, and it's just a really good feeling, and that's why we do this as First Nations.
So you're aware that of all the violence that's happening in Thunder Bay, the police brutality, the sex trade workers. Anything you'd like to say about that? Absolutely.
Every time I turn on the TV and I listen to the local news and I hear something like this is happening in Thunder Bay, unfortunately there is still those people that are stereotypes and still want to be prejudiced towards First Nations people. And I don't understand why this continues to be that way, when we're all human beings, we're all the same. It's just the understanding, and being that way is just what brings on the hatred, and I feel that those things should be put in the past and understand what First Nations peoples are about. And once we all understand all that, then we can work together to find a common ground and to learn, and we should just all be the same and get along. And that's how I look at this stuff. And what's happening in Thunder Bay, it's unfortunate, losing our young people and how they're being lost. My First Nation and myself's heart goes out to these families and these other First Nations that are losing their loved ones, and I think we got to get back to a better system of policing and so on and so forth. I think the prejudice stuff has been going on for such a long time. I think it's just kind of a normal thing now that goes on in the city, and I just find that it's unfair to anybody that to go through that kind of treatment and put their loved ones through this. I mean, it's the hardest thing to lose a child when you're not here, and lose that child when you come from the north or wherever you're coming from, and it's not good, and it's not well for us.
For sure. The solutions that you're hoping to come out of this gathering?
Well, I don't know if we're going to ever get a solution, but for us, it's just the conversation. It's talking with elders and talking with the women and the children, and you hear this stuff, and it's always good to have that conversation, because sometimes when you have a conversation, it does open up a door, and maybe you can say something and it makes someone feel better, or they make them think about, okay, maybe I can change my way of this or that. And I just find that we put these gatherings on because it gives everybody that opportunity. It's for everybody. This is not a closed door for anybody. This is, you want First Nation, Caucasian, or whatever people that want to come in and enjoy this gathering with us, they're more than welcome. The doors are open. We don't turn anybody away. Then you get to hear everything, right? You get to hear the other side, or how people talk, and that kind of stuff. And the solutions, I think the solutions are just being family and being together. We're all First Nations peoples. We want to get along with everybody. That's just our nature. So, and that's how we approach it in this gathering. We approach it with loving, caring, and just being family. We all have grandchildren here. We have elders here, and my parents are here. It's a great thing that we just love doing this, and we'll continue to do it.
Now that you say that, I hear you're having a powwow tonight too as well.
Absolutely, and the powwow's wide open. It's more, the more people, the more fun, the more dancing, the more drumming. We have everything. We have a special guest coming tonight. He's going to sing some songs, and he's coming out with one new song, and he's going to sing it for us for the first time, and it's going to be special for us to hear it. And so the powwow is wide open. You're more than welcome to come, and anybody who wants to come and dance and have some fun and enjoy themselves with us, you're more than welcome.
Ho-ho, Chumikach, anything else you'd like to say with everybody?
No, I just wanted to say, we're excited, we're happy, and this is something that, we want to do, and I think everybody that comes and sees what we're about, our First Nations and our cultural stuff and all that kind of stuff, I think you'll see a different side of who we truly are as people.
So that's the chief of Sandpoint First Nation. This is Amanda Perot with the News Ledger, Chumikach.